to get started. Let me hit record. So for those that can't be on tonight, we can record it for them. So hopefully everybody's just been, I mean, it's been crazy, all the stuff that we've had available to us from the weekend. Business Momentum 2020 was amazing. If you weren't able to attend it, you can actually still go in and register for the event and then rewatch everything at your leisure. So that's really cool. Everything was recorded. There were some really cool breakout sessions, and I was having trouble kind of deciding which breakout session I was going to attend. But great news is now I can go back and watch the ones that I missed. Lots of fun stuff going on. And then obviously we have our, 11 days to ED and going on right now. And I just brought on 2 clients today from getting the word out. I've been really busy all day. I made 2 phone calls, brought on 2 clients. One was an old client that was reactivated, and one was somebody I did a health assessment with. I just called her. She had messaged me. I'd left her like a voice message in Messenger about a month ago, and she just replied back today, said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this was in here. That was such a kind message. Thank you so much." And she kind of gave me an update on what was going on. So I just reached out to her. I gave her a call, and we started talking, and I just told her about the new promo that we're having. And I gave her the extra $25 off. So she got the program, our entire program, for $299, less than $10 a day. She's like, 5 meals a day for a month, and it's only $300? Because the other thing is that I think we need to realize right now, people went out to the grocery store and spent like $1,000 on groceries, like stocking up, and they bought all this food, and now they're running out of food and realizing it didn't really last as long, and it's not really the food that they want to have. And so now it's just such a perfect time to reach out to people. But it takes us to reach out to them, right? If I hadn't called her, she wouldn't have ordered the program. She would have called me up and said, "Hey, I'm ready to get going." But just my initiating the call by leaving her a kind, loving message about a month ago when this all started, just to check in on her. And now, we reconnected and she's ready to go. She's ordering the program because it's almost too good to say no to. When somebody was thinking, man, $414 is kind of expensive. That's $299, less than $10 a day for 5 meals. People are starting to see the value, not just in that, but the value of having a coach and a community. And she's been in Journey to Health ever since I did my health assessment with her. She's been watching everybody, listening to everybody. So really cool. So we wanted to talk a little bit about getting the word out. I put it in the group. If you look in there, I was trying to go back and I was going to bring it up on my screen, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to kind of go through it. So the first attachment is creating your contact list. It gives you some prompt sheets, so, some prompts about who to contact, who to put on the list, and then it actually gives you a contact list. And it allows you, there's like a column for names, there's a column for phone number, for email, and then like some notes on what you left the message or what the contact was it an email or whatever you did. So it's really cool contact list. You can print those out, have those right there. Of course, you can just do it on a regular piece of paper like everybody's doing, just on a lined piece of paper and put the names on there. And then the second one is actually a video by Becca Tinter. Some of you may have seen, I don't know if Becca was on. I didn't see her. I think I saw Kevin, but Becca might have been on some of them, yeah. Becca's an amazing health coach. Her and her husband, Kevin, are just incredible. They built a huge business. They're definitely cathedral builders. And they've built a cathedral of amazing people around them. And so she does like a 13.5-minute video, 14-minute video on how to create your contact list. It's really valuable, really high quality, and she's just so articulate and so just organized. She's an amazing woman. And so that's a great video to watch if you're kind of stumped on how to create this contact list. And then the next attachment, let me see, let me exit real quick here. I don't know if I can go back to it because there's just so many messages in here. But let me see if I can get back there. But anyways, there's also a video of how to get the word out. So I kind of wanted to see if anybody would like to volunteer to do that. And I can be the subject that you can call, but would somebody like to volunteer to show us how we get the word out? We were going to have Julie did it because she did a great job earlier today. But if there's somebody that would like to volunteer to call me and get the word out and share their little story and do it so the group can see it, and we can kind of give some notes and some tips on it. Who would like to volunteer? Don't all jump at once now. You can just take yourself off unmute, or I'll just unmute somebody and then you'll know that it's you that's up. All right. The CEO up in the corner there volunteers you, Jeanette. So let's just unmute our CEO and she can do the getting the word out. Why can't I unmute her?
Dang it, I knew that was gonna happen.
So now, just so you know, there is a video. It's like 5 minutes long. It's Jamil calling Jan Paxman and just doing the getting the word out. And this is typically somebody that you haven't talked to before, that maybe on your scared list, that maybe just you're scrolling through your phone and, oh my God, I haven't talked to this person in like a year. Because that's how Joy, I know, got some of her first clients, was through the getting the word out. That's how I got some of my first clients. One of my first clients was Steve Ash. Why was Steve Ash one of my first clients? Because his name begins with A, and I was just going through my contacts, and I hit Steve Ash. I hadn't talked to him in a long time, called him to let him know what was going on with me, and he said, dude, I'm in. Just what do I need to do? And signed him up. That was after my mom and my wife didn't have to do the getting the word out to them. They had the word from just watching me. But why don't you go ahead, give me a little ringy dingy there, Deb, and we'll go for it.
Okay, just gonna dial up your number here.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Donald, it's Debbie Asmus. How are you?
Oh my God, Debbie Asmus. How are you? I don't think I've seen you since, what? I don't even know if you came to the reunion. Were you at our last reunion?
Of course I was. Yeah, we partied
Oh,
out.
that's right. Yeah. So, gosh, it's been like 5 years. It's our 30th reunion.
Wow.
Now we've been out 35. Oh my God. How are you?
Crazy, right? I'm doing really well. How are you? I love
I'm
seeing
good.
your kids. I love seeing your kids all over Facebook. That's so fun.
I know. I can't believe 39 before I had my first daughter. Isn't that crazy?
So you're only as old as you feel, right? That's awesome. Yeah.
I guess so, yeah. So
I love it.
what's going on with you?
Not much. I just recently went through a big career change. I just finally retired after 26 years of doing massage, and I became a health coach. I did this program. You remember Joy Avini, of course, and Joy is my health coach, and it's been super fun. And she introduced me to the program about a year ago, and I loved it. It took me a while to hop on, but I loved the program. And then I just recently, after deciding to retire, thought I'd try and build up the health coaching biz while I transitioned off of massage, and I was able to replace my massage income in 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really amazing. I feel better, way healthier than I did when I saw you 5 years ago at the reunion. Definitely much, healthier than I did in my 30s, and here we are in our 50s.
And that's actually kind of smart. You always seemed like you were in great shape. And then, of course, I know you live out in Colorado where everybody either rides a bike or jogs to work. So.
Oh yeah, well, I always joke around here that if you're not running a marathon, you're shit. Excuse the language. But it's true, I mean, and it's sort of why it took me a while to do the program. I live in Boulder. I'm a massage therapist. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm healthy. But the fact of the matter was I was, about 10, 15 pounds, I thought, overweight. I ended up losing 15 pounds in 6 weeks and then another 5 within like the month afterwards as I transitioned.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Really great, easy program. And, I'm just calling some friends and letting them know about it. And if there's somebody that you think that I could help, I'd love to have you send them my way.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm sure there's a few people that could use some better help. Probably me too. I could always be in better health. Having my first daughter at 39, and then another one at 41, and being 51 now, I could, probably work on myself a little bit too.
Well, I would love to tell you about the program. We could set up a time to do that because I'm sure, you know, I've got some other calls to make and you're probably busy. So I probably shouldn't say that. But I'd love to set up another time if you would like to chat. It'd be fun.
Yeah, awesome. I probably have some time on Saturday morning, but if you could send me some information, that way I'd have it in case anybody's interested. I can send it out to them too.
Well, you know what? I'd like to get you on a call and hear a little bit more about your health goals, and then we can sort of go from there. We have a lot of different programs, and it's different for every person. So I'd rather just talk to you and really kind of get into what program would work for you, and we'd go from there.
Sounds great. So,
all right. So Saturday,
yeah,
9 a.m. good?
Yeah, shoot me a text, and I'll check my calendar, and then if Saturday 9 a.m. works, I'll shoot you a text back, and we'll get together.
Sounds great. Good to talk to you.
Awesome. Thanks. Good to hear from you, Deb.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. So super simple, right? Really easy. And you just start off with a little, and the other thing is right now, it's even easier to connect with people and call them for no reason at all, right? Because you're just checking on them. How are things going for you? Is everything okay? How's your family? Is there anything? I always ask, like in the birthday messages now, when I send out birthday messages, I'm a very strong Christian man, a very strong faith. And so for me, it's really simple to say, hey, is there anything I can be praying about for you and your family? I don't really care if they're not religious or anything. Everybody could use prayers. I mean, it's all good. And so I always ask, is there anything I can be praying about for you and your family? And some people have called back and talked, have messaged me back and said, well, yeah, actually I had some of my income has slowed down, or I've lost my job, or, I haven't been feeling good. And it opens up the conversation to talk about either the health, either our health program or the coaching opportunity. And so right now is a perfect time to reach out to people and just check in on them. And you start that conversation very authentically. Just wanted to hear how you're doing, checking in. Deb did great. We did some small talk, and then she told me a little bit about her story and what happened for her. And she didn't ask me if I wanted to do the program, right? She just asked if I could help her out and get some information out to people. But now, as when I said, can you send me some information? Because I had already let her know that I was interested in the program for myself. She didn't want to send me any information at that time because we're going to talk later. And then she can send me my information. She did a great job on explaining to me why she wasn't going to send me any information right now. But had I said no, or not brought up the fact that I needed help, but I was willing to help her out, then at that point we would ask, well, great, can I get a good email address for you so I can send you all my contact information? That way, if you know anybody that's interested in the program, you can just pass on my information. And at that point, there is a sample email. That's the other thing that's in that attachment about getting the word out, is there's a sample email in there about what to send to that person. Just a brief little blip about your story, maybe a picture of your before and after, or someone else's before and after that maybe even relates better to that person you were just speaking with. But you'll send that information out, and then you'll add them into your contact list, and that'll be the same person. That contact list will be what you'll send out every couple of weeks, either from Optavia Share or whatever you're deciding to do every couple of weeks. And then the last attachment in there is the getting the word out system. So now that you've contacted this person, you've spoken to them, and you sent them an email, what do you do? And so you're going to follow up within 48 hours, confirm they received the email, see if they had any questions about it and what their thoughts were. And then, like I said, then you'll add them to that contact list, the group contact list in your Gmail. And then you can always import the Gmail contacts over into Optavia Share, or you can just do it all in Optavia Share, whichever way you want to do it. And then you'll send out those bi-weekly or weekly or monthly newsletters from Optavia whenever you choose to do them. And that's it. And it's super simple. And, over time, you're going to build up a huge amount of contacts. I remember we were driving home. I was brand new as a health coach, and we were driving home from Sacramento. And we had like a 6-hour drive. And I just threw my phone up there, opened up my contact list, and started calling people. And did get the word out all the way home from Sacramento. I probably got like 60 emails on that trip. I literally called everybody in my contact list that I hadn't talked to. and just did the getting the word out. My wife was right there writing down the email addresses. And I said, great, I'll get you that email out as soon as I get home, just on the road. You were on my heart. I was thinking about you, wanted to reach out and see how you were doing. So really, like I said, right now is just the perfect time to be doing this. It's just, there's just no better time to reach out to people and just check in on them. And obviously, you know, as I was calling people, there were people that were on my heart that I knew the program would be a benefit for, but I still did it the same way as Deb just did. Hey, you know, I was just wondering if you could do me a favor. And I always worded it like that. Wondering if you could do me a favor. Everybody likes to help people and do them a favor. Yeah, so, you know, I was just wondering if you know of anybody that's on your heart or anybody this program would be a benefit for, could you just pass on my information to them? And then, of course, if they say yes, that's when you ask for their email address. And now you've got them in your contact list. So it's really simple. It takes about that same amount of time, about 5 minutes to do that. And that's it. And so we don't want to go real long tonight because we want you guys staying in action. And everybody's getting in crazy action. Hopefully you guys heard Michelle the other day. Michelle's brought on, I think, 24 clients since this thing started. And that's just crazy. And you know what? All she's done is reach back out to past clients that have, you know, fallen off, old health assessments. She's been posting on Facebook and creating new contacts. It is super easy right now. I couldn't believe how easy it was. I literally only did 3 phone calls today. I had a lot going on. But you know, I left 1 voicemail and I talked to 2 people and they signed up. So it just.
Hey, Donald, I had a question.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. With regards to her presentation, she mentioned an email that they were sending out to people that were inactive to try to get them to be reactivated. And I thought I saw that message posted somewhere, but then when I went back to look for it, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it is posted somewhere. I did see them post it.
It's in the 11 Days to ED group.
Thank you.
And Monique, it's created from under share. They added their own verbiage to it and I added my own verbiage. But that email is for people who haven't been doing this for a year. So
Right.
How long have you been coaching?
Yeah, I have a few people. I have a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the other thing is too, anybody who hasn't been active for a year gets the special discount, right? If they haven't ordered in a year, they get the $90 off. However, anybody who hasn't ordered since December 23rd counts towards the contest. So if they haven't ordered in 3 months, guess what? They still count towards your 5 clients to get $250, 10 clients to get another $250, 15 clients to get $500 more dollars, that's $1,000, 20 clients to get another $750, that's $1,750 for 20 clients. Guess what Michelle's gonna get? She's gonna get an extra bonus of $2,750. But guess what? Oh, and like Joyce said, plus her incentives. If you bring on anybody that brings on 2 clients by the end of the month gets in a drawing for $100, and whoever brings on the most clients just gets $100. So there's another $100 bonus. The other thing is that they brought up that I hope you guys are paying attention. Any coaches that buy their kits before the end of the month still have 30 days to get the $200 cab bonus, and you also get a $200 cab bonus. Don't forget that. It's not just your coach that gets it. If you help someone hit senior coach in the next 30 days, you both get $200 in cab bonuses. So right now, you can literally make like $800 as a new coach, and you bring on 5 clients with your double cab, your commission, and the $250 bonus for bringing on 5 clients. You literally make $800 with 5 clients. Crazy, right? So lots of stuff going on, lots of good stuff. And so if you do hit that 25, because I have my paper, I haven't filled out my 2 new clients, but I do have my paper here. It's got my number 25 on here for my clients. If you hit that 25, you get $2,750 plus your commission. So you're looking at like $6,000, maybe $6,500, something like that, just for doing your job. So it's pretty wonderful. Anyone that brings on a coach, I'll give $50 towards their kit until April 30th. There you go. So now someone can sign up to be a coach for $149. That's pretty amazing. And if you want to, throw in 25 too, they can do it for $125. But I mean, just so much good stuff going on right now. And the bottom line with all of this is, you know, we've gotten so much training and knowledge and all this stuff, and it's great to be on all those calls and get fired up. But unless you take the action and do the work, nothing's going to change. Okay, nothing will change unless you do the action. Okay, right now you're learning the skill set. That's what we've been doing all weekend, learning the skills. Now you've got the skills, get your mind right. It's all about mindset. What was Jamil's first piece of advice, his first action step? Do you guys remember what his first action step was? What was his first action step? I've got it here somewhere.
Is that today? Or yesterday?
No, from the very first day of the ED bootcamp. What was action step number 1?
Something related to getting rid of fear.
No fear, don't
No
think,
fear,
just go. No
Oh.
fear, don't think, just go. No fear, don't think, just go. All right? So don't make up stories in your head unless they're good stories. Go, oh my God, I'm excited to call this person. I'm about to change their life. This is going to be the best call they ever get. If that's what you're thinking. Awesome. Now you're going into that with the right mindset. And one of the things when you're doing the getting the word out, one of the things I always like to do is I'll quick minute to tell you something that I'm super excited about, and I'm so excited about. Be excited. It's achievable, you know? You got to have that passion inside you. And so you really,
Eddie, mute. Mute.
yeah, it's Monique. I'll mute her. There we go.
Oh, it wasn't me, was it?
I think so. I don't know. We had some background noise. I don't know what it was. Somebody
It's
crunching.
all good now. It's all good. Wasn't Monique, don't worry.
Yeah. So anyways, it's super exciting right now. It is so exciting. There's so much activity going on. So many people are bringing on just a ton of clients, and we can too. It's about doing the work. That's all it is. You know, this is a numbers game. I just ran my list. I have 100 clients who haven't ordered in over a year. 100 that I can reach out to. And I have about another 60 that haven't ordered since December. So that's 160 people I can call that have already done the program, that already know what OptiBee is all about. You know what? Almost every single, there's a couple that had some bad reactions and stuff that the program didn't work for them. But for the most part, everybody was successful on program. Everybody had some success. And they just kind of stopped for whatever reason. Yes, Joy.
I just wanted to jump in because, when I always talk about that I had no social media presence. And when I jumped on, to start coaching per se, and I did a Facebook launch, most people get a really nice response from their Facebook launch. I deleted mine by mistake. So I had no clients from my Facebook launch, okay? My first clients came from picking up the phone and calling. So even right now, if you see all this momentum and everyone's bringing on all these people and they're bringing on coaches and clients and blah, 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 continue doing the work. It will happen a few months down the road if it's not happening now. Just use me as an example. That is my story. It took me months to hit senior coach, and then I fell out of senior coach. It took me months to hit ED, blah, blah, blah. The point is I didn't stop. So if you just continue doing that momentum, and even if people are not jumping on right now, they're watching you. And, we talk about this scared list. I have a friend, a dear friend who was visiting in town from Berkeley, and she's a designer. And I adore her. I've known her for years. I never in a million years thought about her. Well, she, lives in Berkeley and she has this thriving practice, and she came to visit and she, my new home and kind of my new life I'm creating. And she's like, what are you doing? Why didn't you share that? What is going on? I'm watching you on Facebook and it looks so exciting and you're changing lives, and my practice is struggling and I'm having a really hard time. And I felt so bad because I didn't think about sharing my gift. I thought, oh, she's fine, right? That's 3 years later, I still have it, guys. So, you're still gonna go through stuff and you're still gonna have the chatter. You just keep doing it because it just keeps evolving, and those clients will come and those people will come, and just keep loving on them. So I see so much excitement and it's so fun. But it's okay if your excitement isn't that is not generating a lot right now. I promise you it will. Just don't stop. Just keep doing what you're doing, and it will come down the road, because they're all watching you and they want to see that consistency. They want to see you post on your feed, right? They want to see that you're living out loud, you're sharing the gift however you want to share it, and you keep doing that. That builds trust. Oh, okay, she really is coaching. She really believes in this. I get a lot of messages every day now. I've been doing this for 3 years, and when I shared what was going on, I have a lot of interaction from that, because I built trust, because I've never stopped. I keep doing this. So I just want to throw that out there, because there is a lot of momentum, and my story was a very, very slow progress, but that was a wake-up call for my dear friend. After 3 years, I hadn't shared with her, and I'm really excited, because we have a Zoom set up. Big deal.
Awesome.
Thanks.
So cool. And if you guys need any verbiage or anything, don't hesitate to reach out to your mentor coaches, reach out in your business support groups. If you're not sure how to respond to somebody, if you're not sure how to approach somebody, whether it be about the coaching opportunity or, our program. I'm sure you're getting a lot more interaction on your Facebook pages, because people are home, they're watching, they're bored, if I had $1 for every time my 12-year-old Michaela said she was bored, I wouldn't even have to health coach. I'd just be like a multi-millionaire. It's like every 5 minutes she comes up to me, Dad, I'm bored. Dad, I'm so bored. And a lot of you out there are pretty bored.
I always had to clean when I said I was bored, so.
That's what I did. I sent her.
That's what I say.
What I did.
Lots of yard work.
I said, you're bored? Where is it? That's what her room looks like. I said, you're bored? Look, I have a real nice project for you.
That's funny, because when
said,
my mom, when I used to say I was bored when I was young, my mom would tell me only boring people get bored.
That's right.
So
She's heard that one a million times. I can't keep saying that to her. She's heard that. That was my first response for the first.
Ouch is right. Ouch.
That's so funny. You know what I say to my kids, because there's a lot of I always go back to studies. It drives my kids crazy. But boredom is really good for creativity, right? If they're bored and they don't have tech or whatever, they start doing something they maybe haven't done in a while. But so if they say that, I'll go, well, this is a great time to be creative. Now they don't say it because they're so sick of me saying that. So they just keep it to themselves.
And then one of the other things Jamil brought up on the first day is really work with your mentor coaches. Get hip to hip with them, bug them, you need them on calls, whatever. Just, we really want to support you guys in any way we can. And, I love doing Coach Explorers. I'll do a Coach Explorer with anybody. I love talking about the coaching opportunity. So I'm open for anybody that has somebody they want to talk to about the coaching opportunity. And really just partner with your mentor coaches. If you have any questions, you bug the heck out of us. That's what we're here for. And the people that want to do this thing, that are running, we want to run with you. So let's do this thing. We have so much potential right now in the next 9 days. We've got 9 days to really knock this thing out of the park. And like Joy said, even if in the next 9 days you don't see the rewards of those efforts, you will see them. It will come. Summer is coming, and we are going to be able to go outside again and do things. Eventually that's going to happen. And when we can, people want to be ready. They don't want the 15, 20 pounds of quarantine weight. They'd rather be 15 or 20 pounds lighter. Just like, this is like our Christmas. This is like our January. This is, everybody's gaining weight, sitting at home, eating the wrong things, not feeling good. And it's a different time for a lot of people. I had some people that started that, they're not used to just sitting around the house. And they said they're very thankful to have this because they were just sitting around snacking because they're so bored. They just watching TV and go grab something to eat. And so now at least they have healthy choices to grab. So does anybody have any questions about the getting the word out system? We're good? Everybody's got
Hi. I don't have a question,
Yeah.
but I am throwing this out there right now just because I was just talking with Debbie right before we got on here. I'm looking, other than just Debbie, I'm looking for an accountability partner. So if anybody is interested, I really would love that. And just message me or call me or video me or pigeon carrier me, whatever you have to do. But I'm looking for an accountability partner. So
Awesome. Great, Terry.
Okay.
Good job throwing that out. And are you around senior coach?
I'm up and down.
Okay. So, because it would be good to have somebody that's right around the senior coach level that's maybe going
Okay.
to work at senior coach, coming up, going down. I don't know, maybe Carolyn. I don't know, you're right around the senior coach level. You guys might be great accountability partners because it's good to have somebody that you're kind of right at the same level that you can help push each other. Like you
Okay.
want somebody that's like an integrated national director and you're a senior coach. You know, that'd be more like
Okay.
a coach, something like that. Somebody that's kind of at your same level. So you guys might be great accountability partners. And what does that look like as an accountability partner? Okay, accountability partners. So I've had several as a health coach. One of my big accountability partners was a guy named Joe Otto. Joe lives in Texas. We became accountability partners through a camp. And we connected every morning at 5:30 from 5:30 a.m. my time to 6, which was 7:30 his time, 8 o'clock. And we would call each other and then we would kind of decide what we were going to do that day. And then we'd hold each other accountable the next day. Hey, did you do that? Like you said, you were going to contact 10 people. Did you contact those 10 people? So it's not just to kind of get together and talk. It's to actually hold each other accountable. If you're working on your health journey and you're trying to take that to the next level, maybe you're being accountable in that area, saying, okay, so how did you do yesterday on the 5 and 1? If you're on the 5 and 1, how did that go for you? Were you able to be consistent yesterday? How did your water intake? You're kind of checking up on each other wherever you need accountability. It's up to you to let that person know what you need. Yes, Jeanette.
Deb has a question too, but I was just going to say while Deb unmutes, you don't have to do it from 5:30 to 6 if you're not a super early morning person. So don't freak out.
That's what worked.
It worked for Dawn and who's it you were doing it with?
Joe Otto.
Joe Otto. Okay. But if you're a later morning person, do it when you're awake. Do it like you're awake, you've walked your dogs, you're sitting there, and you actually can have a call together about building your business. And what are we going to do today? Did you do it from yesterday? Deb and I talk all the time. We don't have a set standard time, but we talk all the time. Like I couldn't tell you, it's random, but it works for us.
Right. We do it. And I would say, like, find somebody that it's going to work with. And it's okay if you get with someone and you realize this isn't the right partner. No hard feelings. Like, we're all doing this together, but I need somebody else. And I'm here to tell you that I honestly don't know if I would be doing this if it weren't for Jeanette. She holds me accountable. She's driven, and I want to meet her. You know, like I'm not super competitive, but I'm like, oh wait, shit, she's doing that. I got to do that. You know,
Well, Jeanette is super competitive, so.
Yeah, and Joy's my coach, and I don't want to be honest.
Love you, Donald.
I don't particularly want Joy telling me what to do. She's my best friend from high school, right? Like, I mean, I take she knows, she's shaking her head, she knows, but like, I'll take the feedback or whatever, but Jeanette can say it to me in a different way and I'll hear it differently, right? So you get it from all angles, and I think that's a good thing.
And Deb's my fourth accountability partner. I won't say, there is one other person on this line that we did it for 5 minutes. I won't say her name.
She knows who she is.
Her sister was one.
I don't.
Her sister was it before, and then I don't know. I've had like three before Deb. This one sucked because it doesn't always work. Like just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And some people stop coaching. Like one I did it was stop coaching, and that's okay. But like Deb and I, it just works. It's okay.
Who drives you?
Yeah, somebody, and that's why you want to be at the same place as the other. Otherwise, you're going to feel like this. You already have that with your coach. You don't need that. You need this.
No.
You both
need
want
both.
to go. You both want to go together. That's why find somebody where you're at and do it together. It's more fun, way more fun, right, Deb? How much fun do we have?
It is. Like I said, I don't know that I would be doing it, even though I love it. But if I didn't have somebody, and it helps that Jeanette's here, so we do get to see each other.
Yeah.
But It doesn't matter. I mean, you can see each other like this, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, my accountability partner is in Texas. And then I also had Stephen Waite, who I met with once a week, and Stephen lives in Pennsylvania. And then I have Annika, who I talk to once a week, and Annika's up in, Sparks, Nevada, or Reno, Nevada. So it doesn't really matter where they are.
Yeah.
If you guys are kind of at the same level in business, that's what's important. So you're pushing there to take it to the next level.
It's helpful.
You're experiencing the
Anybody,
same
I would
things.
highly recommend it.
Yeah, it's fun. And again, like I said, like Deb's the fifth one or fourth one, and then finally works. So just start with somebody. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, keep going.
Awesome. All right. Well, does anybody have anything else? If not, we're going to wrap this up. Yes.
Wait, I have one thing.
Okay.
Deb and Kara.
Terry's birthday tomorrow.
Who?
Terry, your new accountability partner.
Yeah, your new accountability partner, Terry.
I just requested you as a
Maybe-
friend and all that. So okay.
A little happy birthday.
Good job.
Everyone of you.
Start it, Deb.
Did
What's
you have something
that?
you
You
wanted to
unmute
say?
everyone? All right, ready?
Wanna sing along?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday,
dear
Terry.
Terry.
Happy birthday
to you.
Probably should have stopped. Probably should have.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks.
Probably should have stopped the recording before that crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.